Hi, all chess goodies, and welcome to day 37 of my journey to top 100 in the world. So, last time I played, I I went up a bit, so it was pretty decent. Let's see what happens today. So, okay, this is 1 minute king, 1 minute time control, and there we go. 10 minute time control, and let's see when we get a pairing. Hopefully, it will be soon. Guess I'll have to wait and see. Okay, there it is. That's great. And okay, let's respond with pawn to e5, and then okay, knight e6. We see the real Lopez, so a6, and I might follow it up with the main line, which goes like this. Then bishop e7, then d3. Rook e1 is the main line, so now b5, bishop b3, and now you castle. And now okay, now comes h3. So yeah, you gotta play d6. It's just quite logical. And now comes c3. So in this line, if I remember correctly, it is either bishop b7 or knight b8. Also, rook e8 might be possibilities here. Yeah, but I think that is knight b8. Although there are a lot of things you can play, but this is just the defense that I chose to go for. Now, okay, pawn to d4. So now the pawn is actually under attack. And here, like, are you supposed to capture? Probably not. Yeah, and 97 will be the line. Okay, 92 quite makes sense. Typical Ruy Lopez maneuver. And now bishop e7. Targeting the e4 pawn. Okay, bishop c2. Drops back. Now, okay. I need to decide what do I want to play. Maybe rook e8. And then bishop f8. That might be useful. Also h3 though. To stop bishop g5. Maybe g6 now. Yeah, let's play g6 now, and you got bishop g7. Okay, a4, there it comes. And against pawn to a4, what are we going to do? I definitely don't want to take right now. Is knight b6 possible, or c5? What are the lines? I think c5 here. c5 just seems like the move you want to play. Okay, we see pawn to d5. Okay. So knight b6. And let's see what will my opponent do here. I'm looking after that c4 square. I definitely am. Okay, now knight is pinned, and that is a bit annoying. So I wonder if h3 is fine. I wonder if, well, not h3, h6 is fine. There is that trait possible. I could go back as well, or to g7 as I highlighted, but I don't think that's good. Yeah, let's play h6. Because bishop h4 would be pretty interesting, if that piece sacrifice would work or not. No, I can close it. I can definitely close it, but then the knight on b6 is not really best placed. And now I don't wanna go for this. I'm not sure, man. I can close and it should be safe, you know? Yeah, okay, let's go for it. I know that one of the lines is to take. And if I wanted to go for this, I might have gone for it a bit earlier, but yeah, I think it's still fine. Now rook c8 could be good. Yeah, and now there'll be the play mostly on the queen side, I can imagine. If b takes, okay. I would grab that with the knight, definitely. Now a5, closing. So, okay, knight e7 is forced, and now, yeah, this could be a thing, and, okay, it is, and in a closed positions, knight stands to do better, and this is a really closed position, so, yeah. How do we go about this? Let's start with king h7 and try to execute f5 somehow. It also open up that bishop, so that could be great. Do I want to go back to e7? Yeah, I might. It is probably the best square right now. Bishop g7, rook back to f8, and then f5. No, it is still pretty hard. Like, there's a knight, bishop. I got this pressure. There's also bishop c8. Or there are bishop c8 ideas. f4 might come as well, definitely. But in that case, if I take, might have this pressure and also e5 square for the knight. So I'm not really sure if it would be that bad. Okay, let's follow it up with bishop g7 for now. There is a pressure. The c3 pawn, potentially. Queen goes up, okay. Puts pressure on that pawn. No infiltrations are possible. It also defends the c3 pawn. Rook goes back to f8 to support that f5 push, even though not possible right now. Maybe that now it is. Now it might be. Now it might be possible. Still unsure if I want to play it though. Still unsure because of that bishop. So what if I draw back? Is this a problem? It could be. Like it will attack that pawn. So it's not that easy. Not so easy. Get the bishop back to c8. Would that be great? Yeah. It could be a good thing to do. Just support the f5 square. The f5 push. I'll expect f4 to come, definitely. But in that case, I still just feel like I can take in a 95. I should be doing just fine. What can I do with the knight here? Yeah, I need to have that thing available. I would think. Not a lot of maneuvering space here. Okay, let's go back to g8. Not really sure. There's that knight g4 just straight up attacking the pawn. So I'm not really sure what would I do. Queen h4 maybe. Just defending. If g3 I can take. You know, so that would not be possible. I would defend. And then f5 would come with a tempo. So yeah, queen h4 could be fine, but yeah, okay, g3, here it comes. And now I feel like I really should execute f5. Yeah, I really should. I've already prepared it enough. Yeah, this rook is not really great right now. I will look to bring it back as soon as possible, but just later on. Maybe even via a7 square. You can imagine a rook lift like that. Okay, f4, so the position is actually quite opening up right now. It is. Could I just take everything, trade everything? Is it a good idea? No, then this is under attack. I don't like trading everything. But at the same time, what do I do? And I'm running really low on time. Yes, I am. Okay, hopefully this is fine. Unfortunately, I was not able to calculate everything. So I kind of have to hope here. Because, yeah, with so much tension, it is always complicated. But generally speaking, in these situations, you don't really want to be the one who trades if there isn't something concrete. But it is very well possible that there is something concrete, you know. Okay, I'll drop with the queen. See what comes out of that. Okay, knight comes in. Tags that. Okay, I get it. What if I take there with the knight? Bishop takes, pawn takes, knight takes. I gotta check though. But still, I would lose a pawn. But yeah, the time is really big issue now. Like a really huge one. King h7. I don't think that's a thing you want to do, but okay, I'll go for it. Honestly, guys, I don't see this game likely to convert in our favor because, well, it's just really complicated. And okay, this stack didn't really give me better hopes. So okay, let's just try to go back that way. But I'm really not sure about it right now. I think that right now I might want to relieve the pressure, even though, yeah, that bishop combining with the knight plus that g6 square. So okay, I guess I'm gonna take there with the bishop. And I could have for a pawn structure also knight s coming to e6, I guess. There isn't that much I can do. There is the d5 pawn though. Yeah, it is still a bit complicated, but look at the time difference. I'll still try though. Definitely. Let's just pre-move this, I guess. Because like if the queen trade happens, then obviously I have to recapture. I could assume that my opponent is thinking of discoveries with the queen, because it is a discovery, you know, against the queen. So it is something. I wonder if it does a big damage. Thankfully, the queen cannot come to this diagonal. The queen comes in like this. Can I avoid it? Can I do this? It would be pretty cool. I need to decide quickly, and yeah, I think I can. Now I'm the one attacking there. I defended this, but I spent another 20 seconds. I'm also defending this. Wow, this might be quite spectacular, even though, yeah, exchange sacrifice is definitely possible, at least as an idea. Knight coming in, maybe. Can I take there now? Oh no, it is with Jack. I messed it up quite a lot. Practically might be still playable even down the exchange. I got a pawn. Okay, so my opponent didn't even go for it. So I'm just up a pawn now with a minute on the clock. They might have actually survived this. Actually just up a pawn and having an endgame. Interesting. Yeah, this knight will definitely be strong on d4, but and potential on e6. But my knight got interesting squares as well. Let's say e4 to c3. So yeah, I would actually... Oh my gosh, what is this? Yeah, I guess there is a fork, but I don't think I care. Let's go there, and this is actually definitely winning now. But look at the clock still. Rookie 3. Great way to start. Okay, my opponent defends. Makes sense. Okay, let's go there. There are checks possible. I mean, it's still very tricky with the knight on the board. Let's go there. Check might be played. Yeah, it is really tricky. It is. Oh, okay, let's push this pawn forward, but I'm losing that pawn. Actually, that's not something I wanted to happen. I wanted to allow, because now that pawn will be really strong. Okay, I need to stop it. Oh my god, and I'm dropping another one. And another one. Oh my god, I said it is really tricky and I got 36 seconds on the clock. Like, look at it. Yeah, that's the main problem, and I knew it. I knew it all the time. Maybe a perpetual here? I don't know. Yeah, I think I have to go for a perpetual. Because otherwise, I would just definitely lose on time. Or is there a way to be ambitious? No, I'll just go safe. I'm sorry for that. Maybe that there was an interesting try, like rook g2, and going for some kind of a checkmate. And yeah, apparently this is just winning, like rook takes f4, and then you just to c2, let's say. And yeah, rook e4. Oh my god. Rook there, king g1, of course. And then you go like this, king f1, rook b2. Okay, apparently a lot of maneuvering, but let's say it just goes back. I can just go back there. Okay, I haven't achieved anything here, apparently. I'm just looking at the engine lines, but yeah, apparently this is somehow winning, but I still don't see it. Like, there's just that check, and then we'll just block. So yeah, I went with the safe option, and yeah, it is not a thing I wanted to get, but also from that mass, I think that it was better for white overall. So just that I emerged with a winning endgame, basically. it was quite lucky, and then yeah, actually I'm quite fine with the draw. I'm not losing anything, so yeah, it's fine. E4, we see a Scandinavian defense. We see this gambit. To be honest, guys, I don't really know this stuff, but guess I'll just accept. And then play like knight f3, okay, e5. Guess that makes sense. I'm supposed to play like d3. Yeah, honestly, I don't know the theory here, like at all. I'm just making stuff up. So yeah, I can imagine this very well. So okay, let's go for. Oh my gosh, bishop e3, queen b6. There it is. Is queen c1 still fine though? I mean, I already don't like it, you know. Yeah, you probably gotta know how to counter those gambits. Which I don't know that much because, of course, when you learn theory, if you are playing classical games as well, you don't see this stuff basically at all. So, yeah, you learn the main lines most of the time. Okay, we're coming there. I really want to chase the queen away. So the bishop, they're on a castle. So many things you have to consider. Is e5 a thing? Like, I don't know. Okay, I might just bet a3. It is a bit of a waste of time, but I didn't want to see knight b4 stuff. Okay, knight goes back. So what does that mean? Maybe this. Yeah, because I just want a castle, you know, that's the plan. That's the plan, I just want a castle. But it's not that easy to actually execute that plan. There are stuffs like knight d1. Will I be fine then? No, knight d5. Too much pressure. Okay, I'll spend some time here because I feel like if I can consolidate, I'm just up a pawn. You know, even though it didn't work out in the last game that well. But yeah, hopefully it will now. And wait, can't I just take that pawn? I'm sure there will be a catch. And the catch is this. I see it. I would have to take that with the pawn, which honestly might not be the end of the world. Not with the pawn, with the king. Then, like, it would be an interesting game. Do I want to go for it? Do I want to play that kind of an interesting game? Okay, let's go for it. Let's see what happens there. Let's see what happens there. I'm just up 2 pawns, but with the king in the center. On the attack with almost all of the black's pieces. I got a nice shot there though. Somewhat nice knights. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, so do I want to take? I guess so. I want to trade some material because if I trade every piece that I'm just winning, it doesn't mean that you should always do that because, yeah, it removes a defender. Okay, knight captures. This is not a threat. There are no threats here, so I can play rook f1. Yeah, I think I can. And now the knight is a bit vulnerable there. Is knight c4 a good thing? It could be, man. It also defends b2. Okay, queen goes there, attacks h2. I'm not sure if I really mind that pawn. I really don't know if I should. But okay, I'll play h3. I'll just hold on my pawns for as long as possible. Maybe there's b5. e5 now, because this knight doesn't really have that many squares, and that's not possible, although it is. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I wanna play something like queen d3, rook e1, and hide the king on the queen side. That would be like the plan right now. Is e4 possible here? Or would that be too crazy? I think e4 is possible. Either e4 just wins, or I'm getting checkmated. Those are the only two possible outcomes. So I hope it wins. And with that, I'm gonna play it. Pawn to e4. Let's see what happens with the king in the center. Also, by the way, guys, I wanna apologize. Not to stream yesterday, as I said. I had an important thing to do for school, so that's basically it. But yeah, right now it should be fine, and I should continue this streak. Yeah, now you gotta think it through as well. Rook f2, what's the plan? Okay, gobbles up. Now can I take the knight? If I cannot, then it was just a stupid idea. There's rook coming to e5 for sure. Okay, I'm gonna have to take. And then I got even an insane idea like that. There's a problem with pawn to b5, otherwise the knight would be a pretty nice defender. Yeah, okay, so rook checks. They wanna block that with the knight. Well, it is possible. It would feel like a bit too much, maybe. Maybe it is the right way to go at the same time, like, who knows? I don't. But yeah, so king d2. So right now I need to survive the attack. That's basically the thing. King d2. Are there any checks? Yes. That is a check. King there. And then b5, as I was saying, that a bit sucks. That quite sucks. But I don't like the look of knight e3. So I'll just go for it anyway. So b5 played immediately. Yeah, that is definitely better, I'm gonna say. Yeah, this 100% better. Wow, okay, that is actually a real problem. There's actually a real problem here. Yeah, I thought about it just a move later, but yeah, here it is definitely stronger. Like this thing is coming up. And I cannot go there. Cannot go through a lot of squares. If I go there, as I said, this is just a rook. So I have to give it back. There's just no other way. And I might actually even be up a pawn, but it will be a crazy endgame. Queen h1 played. Let's see if there is a queen trade. I'm even hoping for that endgame. It will be interesting, and I think that I'll stop the edge. There. I should. But I fear that there is some kind of a queen move back that might be just deadly. Right now I don't see it, but maybe there is. I don't know, like queen g3 maybe. But I should like be able to offer a queen trade again. Almost no matter what, maybe like queen c8, queen d7. I know, but in that case I might be able to go for knight e3, so you don't want to allow that either. So let's see if we get into this endgame. Well, as you can see, if you can imagine, I would win this pawn, and the queen wouldn't be here, and then the position would be exactly the same as it is right now with the pre-moves. So in that case, it means, okay, there it is. Queen g4, attacking there. They want to go rook g1. That could be interesting, man. Oh, knight e3. Isn't knight e3 just a thing now? Like, I don't know. Or like rook g1. I mean, rook g1 just looks like a thing you want to play. It does. So go for it. Yeah, let's just go for it. There are also ideas of checkmating ideas, which is great. Although not really checkmating, the queen actually defends. Wait a second, that's not actually that great. I thought of like c3. My rook is hanging. Maybe rook g2. But I'm again spending way too much time. Oh, can I take? No, I cannot. King takes. This is getting problematic. No, there's that. Oh my god. Yeah, this was not supposed to happen. So I assume queen f3 to go after some things there. But I don't know if that's great enough. Okay, let's try capturing. And then, like, is this fine? Yeah, I think it would be fine. Let's go for it then. Okay, I spent way too much time, and there definitely was a better way to get out of this and just win the game. Okay, yeah, that's quite an easy defense. Gonna say, okay, let's go back there. Rook captures now. That's not so nice, even though queen g6, and that could be good. Right now, can I take? Okay, I need to take that. It is still a pretty crazy position, man. But still, if it wouldn't be for the clock, I would say that I got nice chances. But the clock situation ruins it again. But right in this game, I don't regret spending that much time. It was definitely just a conscious decision to do that. I knew that I'm spending a lot of time, and I went for it with it that, well, when I find the way out of it, I will just win. And that it should be quite straightforward. That was the psychology behind. Maybe I can sack the rook on h6. Okay, now I gotta defend. It was not that great, maybe, even though I got c3. I could have a nice shelter. No checks on b1. Okay, well. Okay, let's go for this. there'll be queen g1 for sure. Yeah, my king is too much in the open. But my opponent doesn't see it. So okay, let's go for that. Let's try to sack the rook. Get... If a4, maybe even a checkmate, but there should be a perpetual at least. Okay, I'm dropping so low on time. And there is queen e2, which will be pretty bad. And that's checkmate. Okay, so I was the one getting checkmated. Okay. This was a pretty bad game. Well, I was definitely winning. Okay, in this position, apparently not. In this position, c3 would have been winning, but I meant earlier. Like, yeah, at this stage, rook g1 was still fine. This was apparently still fine, but I should have just go for capture on f7. I don't even know what I played. Okay, I did, actually. But then, yeah, this was not the way to go, but... Yeah, it was not easy. And then 93 was the tough thing to do. At the end of the day. It just should have been played. And I don't even remember what was I scared about. Maybe like that queen d4 again. Yeah, honest, I don't know what I played. Maybe I was saying something about it. Maybe some rook sacrifices. Yeah, I just don't know. Yeah, this should have been played. Not that good though. I thought that I might be able to play it after rook g1 as well. Did not happen. Okay, this game, quite a disappointment though. Because yeah, this position I knew I was winning. And also, basically the last couple moves also could have gone either way. But yeah, the time as well. But as I was saying, that exact game, I knew that I was spending that much. So yeah, it was fine. I was really doing it consciously with a reason that I explained. And now we are for our old close to Slim. Having nice attack, possibly. I jumps to d4 immediately. Okay. Do I want to play h3 first to prevent bishop g4? I could. Let's do that. Yeah, if I win this one, which actually my opponent is rated over 2300, I would still be in a plus score for today, so it would not be that terrible, but I still have to win this one for calling it a fine day. b5, b4, that really should not be a problem. Let's just castle. Yeah, there might be h5 things, but I got g4 against h4. Okay, b4, knight e2. I guess I would have to grab there with the rook, but I don't think it is that big of a deal. Also, knight d5, knight d3 could be a thing. And right now I'm definitely considering it. This is a classical way, at least, or maybe just retreat that I'm very used to. But 95 in this exact position doesn't look bad at all. Let's try it. Let's be a bit adventurous here. And then 93, I got c4 as well. d5 still under control. So yeah, now c3. Is it a good thing? I'm not that sure. Let's continue with pawn to g4 instead. Yeah, c3 would be definitely a good thing to do, but after the capture there would be that, and the c3 pawn would be hanging. So not really a possibility there, I think. Now do I want to take on d4 now? Because I could. And yeah, do I want to play g5? I'm not that sure. Capturing, no. Okay, let's go for g5 now. Just close it off and get this structure. Okay, that bishop will counter my bishop quite nicely in the near future, I can imagine. This knight can come to those two squares. Could be quite nice. Also that h4, h5 push against a short castle, which is very much expected. Because there's no other good square where to put the king. Okay, so let's get the rook to the e file to provoke that castle to happen right now. Also, a lot of trades possible on f3, but yeah, I think it would be fine. I would be okay with them. And now, okay, let's start with h4, h5 as soon as now. But yeah, in this position, engine will definitely tell you that I'm worse here, and objectively, I am. I think, but yeah, it is still that you might be having that attack. So hopefully, it will be a successful attack. Coming. c3 actually could be a thing here. Maybe. Okay, probably still not. But I was thinking of check later on. They want to take there. If bishop takes, then well, I don't mind that. And if pawn takes, yes, usually it's quite a good idea for black. In this case, the pawns would be a bit weird. So I think that finally now I'll just capture. It would also limit the power of that bishop. So for example, my dark squared bishop could finally go to d2. So okay, bishop takes. But in this case, I think I can play c3, or can I? There is this tension, right? It is there. That should be fine. I'm calculating some lines here. But this c3, okay. If it is, then it should be played. Then knight d5 ideas, it is defended. If c3, bishop takes, pawn takes. And it will be really interesting if that happens. Because, well, both kings would be pretty weak if I would get the dark squared bishop and my opponent would get the light squared bishop. So it would be really interesting to see. And yeah, the pawn is actually defended by a tactic. If the bishop takes, there's that check. So okay. And we are heading into that direction. Now I assume, yeah, now the bishop just has to retreat somewhere. Maybe even to a8. Yeah, I would personally go to a8. That looks like the past square. for that bishop. And then, well, what do I do with the pawn then, actually? It's like this check is still there, even though there's no bishop there. And yeah, bishop a8 was played. Okay, so does this check do anything? It could, it might. Might actually do something useful. Also just h5. Queen will definitely try to come there. This pawn is still there. Okay, let's give that check actually. And then maybe d5 to try to close it. Maybe queen c4, b3, bishop b2. Assume something like that. Not really sure where exactly. Even though, wait a second, d5 not possible, knight takes. And I actually cannot take there with the knight. So what happens if I take? What happens if I do that? Well, the position will open up a bit more. That's the thing, number one, what will happen. But also there is still the knight that is pinned currently. Okay, I feel like I kinda need to take that. Is knight c2 possible? Maybe. One last thing to consider. Then I would allow something to go to d5. And I don't like that. So okay, let's take. It is very risky, and yeah. This will not be a draw. But now d5 is available again. Now it is available. And I don't like that. So shall I go to d2? Maybe I should. I don't like it, but what if I go there? Wait a second. Let's say knight there, b3, and then I got a massive threat. So if knight takes, I can do that. It would be checkmate. It would no longer be pinned. Okay, let's go for it. Let's go for it, and then b3. Just go for that original plan. And I think it should work out. Think it should. Also, I'm attacking that pawn even though I'm not really going after it that seriously. b3 could be an interesting move here. Even though not really, bishop d2. I don't mind. Yeah, b3, the idea was, of course, to stop b3 from happening, from playing b3 myself. But yeah, since there's bishop d2, to just waste tempo. So yeah, the critical line should be that knight d5. I know that there are knight c3 things blocking, but I just really think I'm fine. So the queen will definitely try to get to one of these squares in the near future, definitely. Because if you get that body way, it will be really dangerous along the diagonal. And there would be quite a high chance that I would not be able to defend. So yeah, I really need to play this one active. Which I'm trying to do, and I think I'm doing with queen c4 and going for that. If bishop lands that, then I'm definitely just capturing, you know. There's no doubt about it. And maybe if queen takes, could get a bit, I'm not so sure if knight takes, then like bishop d2, we get into some kind of an end game. So maybe I could take there instead. So going off that check, I mean, it is really difficult, and I'm actually even up a clock right now because my opponent is thinking so much. So okay, queen goes there, aiming to get a queen trade. Okay, that is boring, but I feel like I actually have to do it. Like, there is not really much else to do. If I take, knight c4, knight d5, bishop d2. The position will be somehow. I don't think that this is a thing here. I don't want to move the queen, so yeah. Well, let's go for that line. Knight c4, knight d5. Very much expecting. Otherwise, there is quite a threat of knight d6 potentially. Hitting the rook, and if the rook moves, then of course I would take the knight. Yeah, it could counterattack, but knight goes there. That's actually not that active of a square. So I'm happy seeing that. Knight d5 would be better, I think, even though true is that I got the squares covered quite nicely. And knight c6 defense against knight d5. So that is true. I'll get the other rook to c1. And then I'll improve with king f2. Well, about equal with the clock. So that means I would really want to build up a time advantage. Oh. Oh. I might be actually just winning here. I missed it. It was available a move ago as well. Maybe, although maybe not. Because of rook e2 potentially. But yeah, this is now just too much. Because there is that knight hanging. So yeah, I actually won a piece here, I think. And this might even mean resigns in this position. Or like a couple more moves. But I would guess my opponent is thinking that it will happen in this position. Because as you just see it, you understand at this level. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I mean, yeah. Honestly, at this point, you will start wondering if your opponent is stalling or not. But sometimes it's not that way. It is just that you blunder, you realize that you are losing, so you need to just take some time to realize it, to actually accept it somehow. So yeah, I don't blame my opponent for doing that, for taking a little bit of time there. Okay, I actually will keep my rook there. I really like it there. Let's stack d4 because I don't want to allow any counterplay along the c file. Potential rook c2 ideas. And yeah, there's the resignation. And wow, it's actually quite late here, so yeah, I'll definitely have to end it here. And yeah, with that last game victory, I'm actually gaining points little by little. Today it was 1 draw, 1 loss, 1 win, so yeah, overall I played a bit stronger opponents on paper, so I don't know, like +2 points, I don't remember exactly. It is something, could have been more, but yeah, as I said, that's for today, and see you tomorrow.